Hello and welcome back to another Excll Destiny video. Today we're going to be talking about Destiny 2. I'm going to be trying to do a Destiny 2 video once a week, depending on what topics I can think of to talk about with Destiny 2 or what news we get, but it's something that I would like to do each week is to talk about Destiny 2. Now this week, I thought, since Destiny 2 has been announced on PC, I thought we could talk about the pros and cons of it being on PC. Now there's obviously a lot of pros out there, a lot of cons too, and there's some stuff that kind of fits into the middle. It's a bit on the blurry side, you know, you're not sure if it's a pro or a con, it depends on people's views of gaming on PC and just gaming in general. But yeah, I thought we should just jump straight in and start off with the pros. The first one being the amazing graphics that it could be getting. Now this could be a different view depending on how you look at it or what console, or if you play on PC, whatever. If you play on console, you might be looking at the PC graphics and be going, oh, that's not fair, they have a better version of the game than I do. But from my point of view, I have a gaming PC, I have an Xbox One, I have a PS4. I can say that I am really excited to see what the graphics are going to be like on PC for Destiny 2. And as well as that, something that I'm going to be talking about later is mods. People could mod in higher textures, possibly. Not sure what Bungie's view on modding like that will be, but yeah, that's something to think about. The graphics, going with that, we can also talk about the frame rate. It might have an unlocked frame rate, it might be capped. I'd say on PC they're going to have an unlocked frame rate. I mean, what first person shooter would have a locked frame rate on PC? Especially a top tier one like Destiny. So you guys that are running like your GTX 1080 Ti's or whatever, you'd be able to smash out a high frame rate. And with that as well, on PC, the skill ceiling is going to be greatly lifted by it being on PC. Statistics show basically that PC players are always better than console players, no matter what game it is. So yeah, the skill ceiling is going to be outrageously high on the PC. I personally am really excited to get my hands on a copy of the PC version and try it out for myself. Now that's kind of all for the real pros. Now there are a few things that fit into the middle, which I'm going to be going over now. Like I mentioned before, the mods. Now there could be fun little mods that are like, oh, they changed the bullets to be like vandals, so you're shooting a Galahorn and a vandal comes out and explodes into like little vandals or something like that. Or it could be mods like, oh, I added rapid fire to my gun so I can shoot endlessly or something like that. As well as different macros, they could be useful or they could also be bad for different players as well. So if you guys don't know what macros are, they're like different keys you can select. You can also press different buttons at the same time on some keyboards and stuff like that. So I think on my keyboard it goes up to 10 different keys you can press at the same time or something like that. I'm not sure. Some keyboards I think allow all keys to be pressed at the same time. But yeah, that's something to think about as well when moving into PC. That could be bad if you own one of those keyboards. If you don't, that's when it could be a bit shifty on your view. But again, that's one of those things that fits into the middle there. Mods, like I said, they could be bad, they could be good. That's also a personal view thing as well. Now moving into the cons, the worst thing I can really think of is data mining. Like, there's been some data mining on console versions for Destiny 1, but Destiny 2 is just going to be ridiculous. People are going to dive into that code and nothing will be kept a secret. And I really like it when things are kept a secret. Like, I'd like to know how to do the raid, like after it comes out, not when it comes out on release. People just already know how to do it because they've looked into the code. Glitching into areas, it's a fun thing to do on console when you glitch in, but when you can just remove yourself from the game world basically and just fly around outside the map, no, it's fun to actually find those areas and glitch into them, like with the Sparrow or something like that. Something that the glitching community in Destiny is really fond of, and they don't want to see that taken away from them by the PC. Now the next thing that is a con is it could have separate updates with different metas. Now, like I mentioned before, the skill ceiling is going to be really lifted up. Different macros and things like that can affect this. So basically, if something is really good on the PC, because of mouse and keyboard, then that might get nerfed on PC but left how it is on console, because it's not as good on console because you can't use the mouse and keyboard. Another thing that fits in with this is being able to write scripts. So basically, take Plan C for example, switching the weapon makes it fire really quick. Now if you pressed all that to like one key, so you just press one button and it aims in and switches weapons and shoots all at the same time just by one click of a button, then that's kind of broken and like it would need to be patched, whereas it wouldn't need to be patched on the Xbox or PlayStation because you can't write scripts on the consoles. Now that, like I said, could also mean that the metas are changed, which would mean different kind of playstyles by different communities, which means there's not really much engagement between the two because they might be talking, oh, the last word is really good here, but it's not as good on the other console. And that makes the community a bit hazy on the game, like not everyone can talk about the same thing, which I think keeping that similarity is a really big plus as well when it comes to having a big community for a game, especially like Destiny that has millions and millions of players, and even more now that it's going to be coming to PC. But the last con that I could think of was that PC could have the possibility of getting its own dedicated servers where console might not, but this is something that is left to Activision/Bungie to decide, where like consoles they might not get them, but you'd think with Microsoft that they have so many servers that they would give them to Destiny, which is a really successful game. It's going to get a lot of money. PlayStation, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure how Sony's servers and stuff goes like that. Activision would have to pay for it and Bungie would, and it's an expensive thing to have all these servers running. But PC has a lot of bandwidth to work with, and those servers and stuff like that, they might come a bit more for PC than they would for Xbox and PlayStation, if you're getting what I mean here. But yeah, if dedicated servers are on one, that's going to sway the tide of a lot of different players, because lag on Destiny is a thing and it's quite bad. But if one console or one platform has dedicated servers, then that's where I'm going to be playing. And I really hope that that is available on the PlayStation and not just PC, if it is available on the PC at all. But yeah, that has been some pros and cons of Destiny being on PC for Destiny 2. If you guys have thought of any other pros, any other cons, anything that fits in the middle, or anything at all in general about Destiny 2 being on PC, then put it in the comment section below. I'll be down there creating the discussion about it. But yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. One last thing, I would like to say happy birthday to a subscriber called Trippy Turtle. If you're watching this, happy birthday, man. And anyone else, if it's your birthday, you want anything said, comment featured or something like that, then put it in the comment section below and you might just hear it in the next video. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. If you'd like to leave a like or a favorite, that would really help me out, and even maybe subscribe if you're not already. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.